Today we're doing a no Teshar speed team. So you can kind of tell the turn order here, just right off the bat. Maybe need to pause it if you want to try to sync it up. You don't need to be quite this fast, but this is what I had to do to keep Homunculus from cutting the Tion extra turn. And the reason we're using Tion here is we're using Konamiya in the Dragon's team for this account, and that had to be speed tuned pretty specifically, so we ended up going with Tion here. The Deborah, I think you could probably replace with a Luna for the boss stage if your Amir was crazy enough to clear the waves. This would be similar to a Spiritual Realm team using Clara that I think most people have probably seen. Maybe we'll do a video on that soon, I don't know. Anyway, so we're actually AoE defense breaking with Deborah, which is pretty rare, mostly because her second skill only has an 85% activation rate, which is kind of sketch for a dungeon team, but we do have Prillia coming in as our primary defense breaker, especially for boss stages, so it's not that bad. We also have ability to res multiple times, tons and tons of damage. It's pretty decent. I think we're running like a 40-second, 38-second top out and like a 50-second average. But already you see the issues with Deborah not using her skill 2. Because her AI is just not good. But we still pretty easily get through the first stage. And Amir with just massive damage on that mid-boss even. I think his second skill was percent health like Veramos, but his third skill's with debuffs, which is crazy. And even his auto attack speed scaling, we're hitting for like 33k. 120 from the Homunculus there, love to see it. But now we've triggered the boss attack, so most of our team dies. And Homunculus finishes the boss. That's what I mean by it's pretty stable. Even when you kind of fail, he comes in clutch for you and you're fine. And that was a minute time. That was kind of slow. This is looking better. What we really need is Deborah to skill 2 and then Amir to skill 3 and it to not trigger Tion having a turn. But because it started off in the wrong order, it'll consistently be in the wrong order because cooldowns. But again, even just messed up turn order, they're not turn order, attack order, we're getting that 40-second time. Pretty decent. I do think it has a potential to top out higher. I just haven't seen it yet. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we lost it. It was a perfect run for a second there. Back on pace, though. This should be pretty fast. Hit the counter, Deborah dies. Now we're doing less damage. But I think Homunculus cleans up here. That was just a lot of wasted time on boss animations. Like a lot. Yeah, 49 seconds. That was almost 10 seconds of just the boss moving. Actually, just to run us through it, I'm going to give it a manual run real quick to show what should happen. There we go. So it should be a boar hunt, and then a skill 2. Wow, and we already missed one. Alright, let's try that again. It was a crystal. Maybe I should have tried it anyways. Oh well. There we go. So we skill 3, and we don't have to worry about these timings. Pushback gets missed, but that's okay. We go again on a mirror. Ooh. Almost cleared the wave. But we still have to mock crush. It's pushback. Ready up a mirror. Big damage. Big damage. I think I might be missing a skill up on the Homunculus skill 3, which would also save us from this whole turn rotation here. I might be. I'll have to look. But that's what should happen, and even manualing it, I'm getting a minute 14, which is respectively fast. I mean, it's not a crazy speed team on manual, but I talk a lot. Sorry. Oh, we are not missing a skill up on. Weird. Okay. Oh, he's using it on the mid boss. Duh. Anyway, that's the team. Here are the runes. Again, 100% crit rate. I think you can get away with 85 because he's wind and most of the dungeon is water. Probably if you're removing Deborah and replacing it with another damage dealer, you would need a mirror to be 100% crit because you're not getting the defense break to help him out. So you don't want to miss that crit on the light crystals where we have element neutral. Deborah is triple fight and 100% accuracy. Turn order's the most important thing here. She is going after Prillia, but before Amir. Prillia, again, 100% accuracy. Very, very important that you get that high accuracy. I again believe you can get away with 85, but I don't like risking it, and it's much easier for me to go into the advanced settings here and just type in 100 and get it. So I don't worry about it. I just slap 100 on there and call it good. If you were really min-maxing and you were struggling for runes, you could probably get away with 85, but do make sure that your speed is synced up correctly. She does need to go first, and for those of you on crazy timing stuff, I believe she is on the 6 tick. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I was reading that 228 is 6 tick and 201 is 7 tick. If somebody could help me out on that, I'm still trying to understand tick tuning and how that all works. It's a little confusing. Anyway, then we have our Tion or our Akhamamir, it doesn't matter which. They are tuned exactly to Amir's speed. That's intentional so that we don't get any cutting issues. You can probably get away with like 200 and it would still not get cut by a 169 homunculus, but do try to keep it in the same realm as your main cleave unit, because you need to make sure you're rewriting it for those waves that it doesn't one-shot. And then we have our Homunculus at 169 speed, high crit damage, 100% crit rate if you can pull it off. But and the last thing, everybody's artifacts. If you can get damage on water, that's, I believe, the most optimal stat you can pull. For Amir, if you can't get damage on water, damage proportionate to attack, damage proportional to speed, and then crit damage, enemy has more HP is going to be a big help. I went for the more HP because it's what I had the most of, and he's the first thing really hitting this boss, so he gets the full bonus. On the other end, I went with less on the Homunculus so that he can execute a little better, and I could probably do better on this second artifact. This one's not that great, but it's what I had to slap on him. This account's not crazy by any means, so what I could find is what I could find. And these are probably my best runes on the entire account, so this is a doable team, but it's difficult. I think that's all on this team, so thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, I guess. We'll see you guys next time.